So Johnny, his trial has begun and it went horribly bad. I have a Atozy live streamed a little bit of the trial, his reaction to the trial, and we're going to take a look at it. Let's take a look at his live stream real quick.
If I'm live or not, because I had to go connect to a public Wi-Fi, or else this would not work, because apparently the big buildings, I guess, outside were blocking my Wi-Fi connection. So if I am live, it will continue. But I just got out of the Johnny Somali trial. It's not live? Nope. Oh no. Okay, I'm live.
He's live.
I'm live. Let's go.
This happened 1 day ago.
We're back. Try the other stream. We're back. We're back. This is phenomenal. Okay. Well, so the thing is, we just got out of the trial. It went absolutely terrible for Johnny, because Johnny showed up more than an hour late with a MAGA hat on.
This fucking clown. He showed up 1 hour late with a MAGA hat in Korea, bro.
And a big bottle of water, and he was just screaming at and essentially he got in trouble for, number one, wearing the hat, and number two, the bottle. So now there's 4 charges that was in that trial, correct?
There are 4 charges against him, but only 3 of them were addressed today.
Okay.
The 4th charge, which he just discovered about the other day, which I brought up on my stream 2 days ago, and he got the notice of in Korean yesterday. Actually, didn't even get it. Sorry.
So, oh wow.
He didn't know anything about it today, and his lawyer didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, they were pretty shocked.
Oh, okay. So that was a separate charge. Was that the charge that he was showing? And
the new obstruction.
Oh, the newest obstruction charge. Okay, yeah. So there's,
dude, this guy is he has so many things he's gonna go trial for, and while he's waiting for his trial, he's like, guys, hold up a moment. Let me cause a little bit more chaos so they can charge me for more shit.
There's another charge as well that's coming against him about the deepfake stuff that he accidentally leaked on his stream last night, because as we've been covering, I mean, he's been playing his cards in the worst way possible the whole time, from start to finish. And last night, I guess he decided to get drunk at 3 in the morning, go live, and show up extremely late to court because of that. And on his live stream, he was doing, like, I guess, getting paid to do shots, and he ended up showing a new charge that hadn't been leaked to the public yet.
So that charge was actually it's the police case that the police have given over to the prosecutor. So it means that they're going to prosecute it. It's going to trial. Yeah.
In the Korean system, once the police decide to actually formally charge you and they send it to the prosecutors, that's pretty much it. That's where you get the 90+% conviction rate. You're pretty much done. If they've decided to go that far, that means they have the evidence to prove the crime.
Damn.
So
if there's no evidence, it usually doesn't go to that point. They just drop the case, or if it's like 2 people having a
so we're gonna get in.
They settle or something like that.
It's over for Johnny.
It's gone to the prosecution, so not going to be fun for Johnny Boy.
And he came in with the biggest smile on his face, and then as soon as they read him his charges, his smile just vanished. So
Bro's
it
cooked,
seems like he was truly humbled as he had to sit down for the court hearing.
His suit was terrible. I think that's Hank's
right.
suit.
Okay.
He was wearing Hank's suit.
So we basically kind of confirmed today that he showed up with Hank. So it seems like he's staying with Hank. And then he showed up in Hank's suit, which was oversized. So it just did not really look right at all. And then on top of that, what was the other thing that happened?
The MAGA hat?
The MAGA hat happened. Right, okay, so the charges that we know, okay, so we have the 2 misdemeanors, which, number 1, it was for the fish.
Minor Crimes Act.
The Minor Crimes Act, which are essentially misdemeanors in the U.S. That was for running around with that fish on the stream that we covered and shoving it in people's faces on the bus and so on. And then there was like a managing director of that bus company that was apparently on.
That's pretty much it.
That's
basically what he
they were saying he looked.
Yeah, y'all remember he was like he bought a fish from the market, and then he walked around like shoving it in people's faces and talking about it for a live stream, and he did this for the entire day in the sun. It was really warm, so that fish was like not in the cold, constantly in sunlight outside, and it smelled like shit, and it started smelling even worse because it was in sunlight during the whole day. So it was like a raw, nasty fish, and he was just like harassing people with this weird fish. Bro,
showed up in a suit looking like this.
Actual picture of Johnny Somali in court today.
Accurate depiction.
So that was one of his misdemeanor charges. Then
Johnny
on top of that,
Salami.
there was another misdemeanor charge
He's
for him
done.
twerking
He's so
on people
done.
in the subway, which we also covered, and blasting loud music.
Loud music, but they didn't specifically mention the obscenity. They just said foul language, but they didn't say obscenity. So I'm not sure if that's good.
I love how the whole gang has decided, you know what, we gotta watch this trial live. We need to come here to Korea from America and other places in the world to watch this trial live. We gotta see this. This is an event for the internet. We gotta watch this.
Subway and bus?
Subway and bus.
Subway and bus.
Hi, son.
So I'm surprised they haven't mentioned anything about him interrupting the concert, because he went up on stage and did a whole spiel there as well.
We don't know what that last obstruction charge is. Maybe
so that could be it, because that seemed to be televised. So that was another thing there.
And it depends on the district as well, because if the crime happened in that district, it will go to that district court. So these crimes are just for this district. The other crime is for the eastern. Is it the eastern? Yeah, the eastern district is the sex crime is for the eastern district. So that won't be in this court.
Right.
That'll be in the other courtroom.
So that crime that he just mentioned, that was the deep fake incident with the was it Bong Bong TV or something like that?
Probably Bong Bong, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a few people that have reported him,
Including Bing TV, who is here today with us, the Korean streamer. He has a deep fake. Dalgoon has a deep fake. Many of the Korean streamers have deep fakes with Johnny Somali, and they've all pressed charges, and none of them have dropped them. But I believe this one will be Bong Bong because it specifically mentioned
Probably,
female.
yeah, it's.
So and then
my God.
obviously the last charge, which was the obstruction of business, that was confirmed to be in the 7-Eleven, and they also said how he was talking negatively to an elder employee as well, and they really punctuated that.
Yeah, harassment of an elderly person, an elderly worker, making customers feel unsafe, and then also just judging twerking his first time.
He's cooked.
And then also,
I love it. They're dragging him through all of it. Please. I just want to see, like, Johnny has been a wild boy for so long, and he's been a wild boy quite a lot of places. I just want to see him be actually sentenced for some time in jail. I don't need his whole life to be ruined. Nobody needs that. But I think the whole internet would just love to see that someone that are going like this gets punished, because he has set an example for a wave of obnoxious live streamers for a while now, because he just went around without any punishment at all. And they got to set an example, and I hope they really do set an example with him, because he deserves it.
Drinking alcohol when he was asked not to drink alcohol. They changed the law. You're not allowed to drink alcohol in a convenience store.
Okay.
And they can get in trouble for it. So she was actually following the law by telling him not to drink. And then he was abusive to her. So that's also part of the obstruction.
Was there anything else that you noticed in Korean that we didn't understand? Because we were using him as a translator.
They just generally didn't seem very impressed with him. When the judge didn't really, I don't think, know about the fish story.
Oh,
interesting. But when they read out he was going around public transport with a rotten fish, the judge kind of went like this. He did a kind of a neck twitch. Like, what is this guy on?
He's like, who's this clown?
Saw him making faces at us.
Right, yeah, when he walked in.
And then on the bench, he made a face directly at me and Atozy.
In front of everyone.
Right to us in front of...
These two have covered his case for a while. I wonder how he felt seeing these two in the court. That's what I want to... I wonder how he felt when he saw these two fucking bozos in court. Because these two have been covering his case for a while. They've milked the content out of him.
Everybody. He
I love
to us
that.
and did
Yeah.
both of us. It was pretty direct. It was right at us, like direct.
Well, you guys lose.
So that was. Hank apparently showed up and called us losers.
Oh, we're losers.
Of course.
Hank called us a loser, so we're so emotionally damaged right now. You can see.
Look how sad.
Yeah.
Look how sad Atozy is. Look how sad they are.
He's like, why don't you guys mind your own business?
Don't cry, man.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I'm trying to see. So, oh yeah, he has another case. What, it's scheduled for April 9th?
April 9th is going to be his plea, his time to plea for the new charge. So he pled guilty on the 3 counts, the old obstruction charge he got in November, then the 2 minor crimes act. He pled guilty on those. But the new one he got this week, he hasn't pled anything. His lawyer hasn't reviewed it. So he's got to come back to court. He doesn't even know what it is. He thinks he knew everything. He didn't even know. So they've got 3 weeks just to deliberate, meaning think about it and come back in April. This process is slow, and while we were in there, we were actually watching a case that had been going on and delayed for 1 whole year because a witness failed to show up. So Johnny thinking he's going to be out of here in 3 weeks or a month, think again.
Yeah, so it seems like he's definitely going to be stuck here for maybe even a year and more, depending on his sentence as well.
I'd say
a lot of people were saying
a year at this point, a minimum
a year is what you think. So a lot of people here.
They gotta send him to jail, man. Why? He can't be roaming around Korea like a maniac for a year until his charge is done. They gotta send him to jail and then they do the rest of the charges later on. Just send him in, man.
Are thinking he's gonna get
his life is ruined. It is, but I mean, come on.
Somewhere between 3 to 5 years in prison for all of this, which is crazy. But it'll be really interesting to see what happens moving forward. So we have that trial on April 9th, and then did they
So 3
set
to
the
5
new
so
trial
far
for this, or when the next hearing for this case is?
April 9th.
That is April 9th.
So April 9th is the next court hearing.
I wonder how long he'll be in jail for. I think 5 years. I think probably like 5 years. That's what he's gonna go to. If he gets max sentence, he can go over 30 years as far as I know, because there's more charges being added. Like before, like 3 months ago, we knew of enough charges to be 27 years maximum, but they usually are not maximum. But yeah, we'll see about it. I just want to see him be sent to jail and then hear what happens. That's what I want to know. I think the whole internet are just sitting here waiting for him to be sent to jail.
So after April 9th, we may not have another one until June.
So when is the next case? Because there was a separate case.
That's in a separate district.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a different courthouse to today. They have different courthouses.
Okay, so that runs separately. So he, even after this case, he needs to be worried about the next case.
Yes.
That's being dropped on him as well.
So there are multiple cases he has to go through. This guy is booked. He's heavily booked.
They're going to bounce him all around Seoul with different cases.
There's a good chance that he might be found guilty for this before the other case, which, as you have said before multiple times, Andrew, that he would have a criminal record, and then therefore that next charge is going to be, well, you have a criminal record now, and that counts very much against you for the next crime. Yeah.
So at what point do you guys think he would be arrested before the next trial or the next?
I think, frankly, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think they're going to keep him out because he's got to pay for everything himself. He's got to pay for, his food. He's not supposed to be working, even though he is. That's another thing that's going to get him in the.
He lied in court. He lied in court.
Wait, how is he supposed to survive without working though? Like, how does that work?
He's a student.
Yes, they asked his occupation. He said he was a
student.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Lying in court, yes, showing up with a hat on, bottle of water, immediately lying in court, making faces at us, hands in pockets.
Pretending he doesn't know Hank's address and apartment number where he's
That as well.
Come
yeah,
on,
he kept answering that he didn't know. Yeah, no, it's bad. It looks really bad for him.
Then he said, I don't know because I don't speak Korean. And then the judge said, you can speak English. Because the judge obviously knows. You know numbers in English. Yeah. You know numbers in English. Say the number in English. And then he didn't.
Yeah. So overall, massive dumpster fire. The dude has played every single card wrong. And I'm shocked that, like, every time I show up and find out something new about Johnny Somali, he drops the bar even lower. Like, who would ever think if you have an important trial and it's about your own freedom, why would you ever get drunk and stream the night before and pass out and talk shit about the judge and the prosecutors and show up over an hour late to your trial? It's outrageous.
And I'm loving every minute of it.
But that was the quick update. I'll see you guys as soon with a full video on this entire situation because we've been filming a lot out here.
Amazing.
And hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Amazing. Thanks for keeping us updated, man. Holy shit. I'm gonna be real. Are y'all surprised? Because I'll be real, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised for Johnny coming in like a bozo to his first trial. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, you look at Johnny for 1 second, you know that fucker is gonna fuck up in every way possible. We all knew it. You know it. I know it. Yeah, obviously it happened. But we'll see what happens. I just can't wait for that guy to be sent to jail, man. I'll be real. But yeah, you tell me down below what you think. I am happy to hear that something is happening on this. Oh my goodness. I just don't want him to kick him out of the country. And then just let him be free again after he caused so much nuisance. But yeah, if you like this video, like the video itself, sub to the channel and watch more reacting when we live. You're free to come on my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.